The girl has a strange illness, she actually treats her shadow as her child. Even stranger, she gives her shadow physical checkups and plays games with it. Her father buys her a dress, but the girl puts it directly on her shadow. Then she brings her shadow along with her parents onto the bus. Her father wants to sit beside her, but the girl refuses because her child is sitting there. This leaves her father completely confused. Next, they arrive at a restaurant. The girl doesn't sit in her chair when she enters. Instead, she runs around the restaurant playing hide and seek with her shadow. A woman nearby feels very happy watching the girl play because she also wants a child. So she and her husband go to the hospital for tests. But the doctor says the woman cannot have children. This disappoints the couple greatly. She wants her husband to comfort her, but he ignores her. Suddenly the woman also sees the shadow. So she has the girl in shadow hide while she closes her eyes to search. The girl in shadow quickly hide. When the woman gets up to look for them, the girl's mother calls her to eat. She eagerly runs over but forgets about her shadow. The woman looks at the shadow and gets a bold idea. After eating, the girl takes the bus to go home. But when she's about to play with her shadow, she discovers it's gone. After searching all around with no luck, the girl cries loudly. Dad quickly presses the stop button, then brings the girl back to the restaurant to look for her shadow. But the girl searches the entire restaurant without finding her shadow. The girl who lost her shadow is like someone without emotional support. She won't eat. She won't sleep. She thinks about that shadow all the time. It turns out her shadow was taken home by that woman. Unable to have children, she's filled with hope for life since getting the shadow. Every night she sleeps with it, plays games with it, thoughtfully gives it warm baths, and even brushes the shadow's teeth. Feeds it its favorite food. Meanwhile, the girl gradually forgets about her shadow after some time. The seat she used to save for her shadow can now be taken by anyone. However, at this moment the girl accidentally spots that woman. She happily greets the woman, but the woman ignores her and just plays games by herself. Only then does the girl realize her shadow is right there in the distance. She becomes very angry. So that evening the girl rides her bike to the woman's house. She hides in the bushes watching the woman play with her shadow. The girl gets angrier and decides to go inside to get her shadow back. At this moment the woman's husband comes home. The girl quickly hides again. When the husband gets home, his wife asks him to hold their child, but the husband is confused and thinks his wife is acting strange. At this point the woman discovers the girl outside. The woman rushes toward her, and the shadow runs toward the little girl. Suddenly a bus speeds by and hits her shadow. The little girl and woman immediately panic. Looking at the dying shadow on the ground, they beg the man for help. The helpless husband has no choice but to agree. He kneels down and performs CPR on the shadow. But unfortunately the shadow still leaves them forever. Because of this experience, she and the woman become best friends. Now neither of them needs that invisible friend.